Hey guys! So in today's video, I am going to be doing the hashtag TOONME challenge. If you don't know what the hashtag TOONME challenge is, it's a challenge where you take a selfie of yourself and then you draw over that and kind of make yourself into a cartoon. And that's what I want to do today in this video. So I'm going to take a photo of myself and then I'm going to draw over the top of it using Procreate. I think I'm going to kind of try it and stylize it a little bit, but I also kind of want to keep the proportions of my face right. So it was going to be my style, but a little bit more realistic than compared to like my normal, like really cartoony styles. But this seems to be what a lot of people are doing. So this is how I am going to do the challenge. So I'm going to go and take a selfie. So I started out by planning where I wanted the cartoon to be. I didn't want to do a half and half split like most people seem to do. I wanted to do something a little bit different and I wanted to take it and do my own thing with it. So I decided to go with these kind of squiggly lines and I wanted the cartoon to be in the middle and then at the edge on the right hand side, just because I wanted to capture a bit of the nose, one eye, some bits of the face and the hair too. Because this challenge requires you to trace over your face, I wanted to make sure that I actually still kept my style. So even though I am drawing over it, you can see that I am drawing my eye a little bit bigger than my actual eye is and a bit more closer to how I draw my eyes in my girls that I draw all the time. I also made the hair a lot more less hair-like. I made it a lot more blocky and kind of cartoony. I didn't really want it to just be like individual strands of hair. I wanted it to be how I draw hair, which is it's kind of big chunks like this. So once I did that, once I'd drawn out the sketch, I went over it again. This is to do the proper outline. I prefer doing sketches first just so I know where everything is and then I can go in afterwards and tidy everything up and make it a lot nicer. I ended up going over the outline of the fringe just because I felt like it wasn't quite bold enough and I was a little bit worried it would fade too much into the photograph next to it. So I went over it again to make the lines thicker. And I also think this is a lot more like my style as well. It's just quite difficult to get it to look like yourself, but also as a cartoon. But when you have to do it kind of differently to your normal style as well, it's really fun to try out these new things and try and get an idea of how to put it together. But it was kind of hard adapting to doing it this way. In the end, I did decide to keep my nose and my lips quite realistic looking. Like they're still cartoony, but they're not quite as simple as my usual cartoony style. That was just because I wasn't really sure how I would get it to work with the photograph, so I decided to keep it looking a little bit less cartoony and more realistic. But I feel like this is something you have to do with this challenge, especially as you're drawing over a photo. I didn't want to then draw my nose in like in my normal style because then it wouldn't quite fit and work over the top of my photo. So the two lines wouldn't join together. And I wanted this to look as smooth as I could possibly make it. Originally, I decided to pick the skin color out using the dropper tool. However, I kind of didn't like how the skin looked, even though I was basing it off the colors in the photo. They just didn't look right to me. So in the end, I went and I did change it to make it into something I was a little bit happier with, and I thought matched the photo a lot better than the original color. I also think it looks a lot brighter and a lot less grey than the color I was using originally. I really like colouring this in. It was a lot of fun trying to match up the different skin tones in my face with the photo. And I think at this stage it really starts to add in the cartoony and hashtag TOONME challenge into it. And you can really start to see it come together. I use the same brushes I would normally use with my illustrations, so it did look a lot more like my style. And this is definitely something I wanted to capture and I wanted to keep in there because I probably have lost more of my style than I would have wanted to with this challenge. But I think I have kept in how I draw and the kind of brushes I draw in there, so you can still see that it is my kind of illustration. As my hair is now pink, this was something I was really excited to capture in my cartoon form. It was really fun playing around with the different colours and adding in different shades of pink to make it look more like actual hair and fit in with the photo. Usually I would stick to a limited few colours with doing my hair, so I did this again with this illustration, but I made sure to pick out some colours that were really bright and exciting, and ones that matched well with the photo underneath. Have you guys been trying to do the hashtag TOONME challenge? I know I'm actually quite late for doing this challenge and I feel like everyone has already done it on Instagram, but I wanted to make a video out of it, which is why I'm a little bit far behind. I'm a little bit behind everyone. I'm sorry, but here it is now. And I did have a lot of fun doing it, and I hope you guys did too if you tried it as well. I want to see your hashtag TOONME challenge if you guys did it as well, so please leave a comment down below with your Instagram or your Twitter handle, and I might go and check them out and give them a like. I think this is just a really fun, cute challenge. It's quite a simple idea, but it is a lot of fun, and it's kind of cool to make yourself into a cartoon version of yourself. And I think I prefer it a lot more to those kind of avatar generators that people tend to use. I used to love them when I was younger, but now as I'm an artist, I kind of like creating my own things. So for me, this is kind of like the perfect mix of that. I get to make myself into a cartoon, but I also get to draw it myself, and I have my own version in my own art style, and it looks exactly like I want it to be. For the background on this piece, I wanted to keep it really fun and exciting, so I kind of made the background cartoony as well. So right now you can see I'm actually kind of extending where the border is. I felt like I definitely could have included a lot more of my lips into this, and I feel like I missed a lot of them on. So I decided to extend the border a little bit, and yeah, so I was able to draw more of my lips into the illustration. And I am so happy I decided to do this because I think it looks so much better like this. And it was such a shame that I hadn't got more of my lip in. So I definitely think it was important that I went in and worked into it a little bit more. So now going back to the background, I wanted to liven it up a little bit, and I wanted to add in some flower illustrations in there too. So I kind of just put some flowers around. I tried to keep it into the kind of photo areas, but as you can see, I did go over the border a little bit to kind of merge the two sections together. And then I went and added in some stripes, which kind of followed the lines that I used to toon my face. And overall, I think it looks a lot brighter and a lot happier and a lot more fun with this added detail into the background. I feel like I haven't seen that many people add stuff into the background, so I felt like I could do something a little bit different with my TOONME piece and add something else into it. I think this makes it look a lot cuter and a lot more fun. And it also makes it a bit more of an illustration piece, which I feel like before it was kind of just a photo with some drawing over it, but this really pulls it all together as one thing. Because of that, I decided to go in and add a little bit of extra detail into certain parts of my face. I just wanted to kind of draw over the top of it and add in that little bit of extra detail to make it just really fun and exciting. So this is what the finished illustration looks like. Thank you so much for watching this video, and I hope you enjoyed it. I had a lot of fun making myself into a cartoon. I hope you enjoyed it too. I really like how it came out, and I really like how I kind of did the face and how all the shading and colouring looks, and kind of like how the way I've split the face. I kind of like how I've done that a lot differently to like other people have done this. And I really think I've kind of tackled this in my own unique way, but I've also kept my style there too. If you've also participated in the challenge, leave your username down below in the comments and let me know, and I'll go and check them out if I have time. Don't forget to check out my Skillshare class as well, which is linked down below in the description. If you sign up through my link, you will also get 2 months free of premium membership, which is a really great deal. and you should definitely go and check it out if you want to learn how to make digital animated stickers for Instagram or for iPhones. If you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell so you'll be the first to be notified for when I next upload. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!